So if I'm a defender, I take an extra step back from him to give myself more time to recover and just dare him to keep shooting.
Win and play on, lose and go home. Fourth quarter, playoffs. Gut check time for both teams. Let's see who's got the guts to step up.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Brunswick High School, home of the Railroaders, for some exciting boys high school basketball playoffs. This is the 1A West Regional Quarterfinal. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'm joined here at courtside with Tyler Wilhelm. Tyler's doing our color and our video, and we are a first time ever at Brunswick High School. I'm really excited to bring you this game between the Catoctin Cougars and the Brunswick Railroaders boys basketball opening night, opening round of playoffs. Tyler, we're expecting a really good game. These two teams played each other very closely a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, and the Cougars had the game in control for 3 quarters. And then they just collapsed in the fourth quarter. Brunswick outscored them 17-3 and won the game 55-45. The Cougars were in control.
Yeah, they scored 20 points in the last quarter of the game. But both these teams, actually, believe it or not, it was tied at halftime. They went into the dressing room tied at halftime, and then the Cougars jumped out to a 5-point lead at the end of the third. But then Brunswick went on a 20-point run in the fourth.
Yeah, Brunswick absolutely dominated that fourth. The Cougars turned it over a little bit. They couldn't make any shots. It was just a tough fourth quarter.
But they did. One thing on the Cougars' favor is they were playing that night without Colin Toms, who leads the team scoring, averaging 11 points a game, 9.8 rebounds. We'll step aside for the Star Spangled Banner. There you go. We are ready for some great high school basketball now. As I said earlier, Colin Toms, the leading scorer on the Cougars, averaging 11 points a game and 9 rebounds a game. He also leads the league in rebounding he's averaging 10 per game in the league.
That's very, very impressive. And, Mike, I'd also like to add this. Catoctin, Brunswick, it's meant to be that these two teams meet in the playoffs. Yeah. They're the two smallest teams in the county. And,
true.
Catoctin, this is all about redemption. And believe me, I know a little bit about redemption against Brunswick in the playoffs. My senior year of lacrosse, Brunswick beat us on our home field on my senior night. They beat us by 1 goal on my senior night.
And are these two teams a rivalry? I mean, you're a Catoctin Cougar.
Yeah.
Would you call this the rivalry?
Not the rivalry, but it's
what's the rivalry for Catoctin? Who is it they love to beat?
Walkersville.
Okay.
So they beat us by 1 goal, and we were, that made us angry, especially my senior class. We were very upset because that was our last home game.
Sure.
And so we were very happy that we ended up playing them here for the first round of the playoffs. And let me tell you something. It was a coming out party. We beat them 14-6.
Right.
We beat them by 8 goals. And we moved on to the next round. Uh-huh. I mean, it was sweet redemption.
Well, we're here tonight, and one of these two teams is separated from 4 quarters of action and a quarterfinal title to take down to meet the next team on the brackets from the MPSSAA. probably the one that commits the fewest errors, and since these two teams are so closely matched physically, is going to take away the W. But regardless, there's one thing we can promise tonight, and that's that this is going to be a great high school boys basketball game.
Oh, absolutely.
Both these teams are going to lay it out on the line tonight.
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously one of these two teams is going home, which means there's going to be seniors playing in their last game tonight.
Great point. Excellent point. And as you'd mentioned a moment ago, you understand what that means. All right, so tonight's game is sponsored by Center of Life Chiropractic, Hawkins Landscaping, Kelco Plumbing, and Thurmont Country Kitchen are great sponsors for tonight's game. Other boys' games around the region, Glen Elg is at Poolsville. They'll play Walkersville. One of those two will play Walkersville next Tuesday. We'll bring you that game. Quince Orchard at Urbana, North Hagerstown at Linganore, South Hagerstown at TJ, at Tuscarora at Oakdale. On the girls' side in the opening round of the quarterfinals, Gaithersburg's at Urbana, Glen Elg at Middletown, South Hagerstown at Oakdale, TJ at North Hagerstown, Tuscarora at Frederick, and Walkersville at Poolsville.
On the boys' side, did you just say Tuscarora at Oakdale?
Correct.
That's a playoff rematch from last year,
Yes, it is.
which Oakdale won on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, the problem is Tuscarora is not the same team as last year.
Well, neither is Oakdale.
But they're decidedly better.
Right, but that was the game that started the run for Oakdale as they made a rather unexpected run to a state title. No one saw that coming.
And we followed them all the way and had a blast doing it.
Yes, we did.
Remember that game over at Blair High School with they played Appleton?
Yeah.
Wow, that was insane. What a crazy game that was. All right, well, this is going to be a crazy game, too, and we're ready to rock here as both teams have gotten their instructions from their coaches in their huddle, and they're walking out on the floor now. We're ready to go. In the center circle for Catoctin, number 35, Colin Toms. For the Railroaders, number 12, Ethan Hauk. You remember that name from football.
Ethan Hauk, yep, I
That's
remember
the
that
quarterback
name.
for the Railroaders football team. Hauk, a 6'3" sophomore.
So he's going to be around for a little bit longer.
Toms gets the tip, but the ball goes on the floor. Catoctin comes up with it. Back to Matt Offit. Offit in his lime green shoes brings it across midcourt. Goes down on the right, high post to Toms. Toms looking. Gets the ball stripped from behind. Stolen by number 32. Garrett Bowie picked his pocket. Over to Chichimanic.
It's a good
Back
double
around
team.
to Bowie. He takes a wide open look. Bounce pass inside to Hauk. Hauk turns, pivots back to out front. Caught in the lane. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They lose the ball. Chichimanic's got to get it out. Bowie pulls the trigger at 3 seconds. It's short. Out of bounds, and it'll be Catoctin ball.
Great team defense by the Cougars right there. Looks like they were in a zone.
Brunswick showing a little pressure on the inbound, but then they back out. Offit, cross midcourt. Again, Tom's high post, right at the free throw line. He drives, spins, turns, pulls up.
Nice pass down low.
Reverse layup is good. Bucket by number 30, Robert Rook. Bowie with the ball on the left wing. Looking inside, nothing there. Trying to work it into Hauk or Genos. Skip pass, cross court to Dudley. Bowie goes baseline. He pulls up and shoots, no good. Rebound Brunswick. Another shot from out front, rims in and out. Toms comes down with it. And he's fouled by Bowie, and Bowie doesn't like that call.
That's what they were missing last time. Last time the Cougars were heavily out-rebounded. Having Toms back there, a big guy who looks like he's about 6'5".
Yeah, they have him listed at 6'8".
That's a little generous. I'd say he's more like 6'5", but regardless, they have that height. They have that guy, and as you said, he leads the county in rebounds per game.
Toms with a spin move, rolls in and out. Loose ball knocked away. Hayden Matthews had a look at it, but he lost control out of bounds, and Bowie will inbound for the Railroaders. Cougars up by 2. Hauk, Bowie, he drives, holds up, Toms knocks it down, loose ball, Cougars come up with it, off it down the right side, looking long. He pulls in, kicks it back out front to Matthews. Matthews shoots, short, rebound Toms, the putback, short, rebound Brunswick, down the right side. And the lost ball, it's on the floor, there's a scramble. Cougars come up with it, off it, down the right side. Now he drifts to center, off the Tom's screen, straight in. Traveling violation on Offit as he gets trapped in the two-man press underneath. As he tried to drive to the bucket.
Yeah, he slipped and fell.
Couldn't get the kick out.
I will say one thing, I think that travel might have benefited Catoctin because Brunswick looked like they would have had a good break down the court.
Here comes Dudley down on the right side. They play catch. Chichimanic down on the left. They work around the perimeter. Bowie from the corner. Bowie pulls the trigger from three-point land. Nothing but net. Swish. First points of the game for the Railroaders, a tray.
You had a feeling sooner or later that was going to fall.
Garrett Bowie, averaging 10 points per game for the Railroaders, gets his first 3 in this one. Stolen by Bowie. Here he comes one-on-one against Matthews. Matthews blocks it, and the Cougars come up with it. Into the game now, Benjamin Krause in his electric pink sneakers brings it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Toms. He shoots a 10-footer. Short. Loose ball rebound.
It seems like right now the Cougars are relying too heavily on their 2 big guys. The other 3 need to...
Well, they haven't got the range yet either. As soon as they get the range, I think things are going to change. Inside cutter tied up, and a whistle and a foul.
The other 3 starters need to start making some plays. They can't keep relying on the 2 tall guys because those are the guys getting keyed on.
First foul of the game goes on number 30, Robert Rook. Railroaders to inbound. Beautiful cut to the basket. The left-hander off the glass by Genos. And Brunswick goes up 5-2 here at home.
Usually when you see something like that, that's typically called ball watching.
Looking for the pick and roll. It's not there. Matthews gets it underneath the Toms. He dribbles, turns, goes inside. He shoots. There's a lot of contact. Bowie comes down with it.
That was a good no call.
Straight to the hoop. Number 4 with the bucket. Ricky Chichimanic with his first points of the game, and they open up a 5-point lead over the Cougars. Off it, he goes to the hoop. He can't connect. Loose ball, Cougars come up with it.
He should have let that go out of bounds. He should have let that roll out of bounds. Brunswick was the last team to touch it.
Dudley brings it up, across midcourt, down on the right side, back to Dudley.
I mean, this looks reminiscent to the fourth quarter of the last game these 2 teams played against each other.
Dudley to Bowie, he goes baseline, uses his body control, can't get the roll. Cougars come up with the rebound. Offit brings it up.
The Cougars just need to take some better quality shots.
Well, they need to work their offense right now. They're not. Every player is trying to carry the load here.
Well, they're trying to force it to their big men inside.
There, Toms finally gets the bucket off the glass as he drives against the double team. And the Cougars have 4. Yeah, 7-4. Backdoor cutter by Bowie, and he's fouled.
Looks like we got a reach in. Blocking foul.
That's going to go on Kraus. His first personal as we get some substitutions. Number 10 subs in Dalton Reed for Kraus as the Railroaders inbound. Over to Genos.
Nice team D right there.
Yeah, he picks his pocket. Dalton Reed, who just came into the game with a steal. Collins goes straight to the hoop, off the glass. This time it does not go. Genos with the outlet. Dudley, he kicks it around front. Hauk looking. Chichimanic, he penetrates and kicks back out. Dudley, shot from Cortez from three-point land is way off mark. And Offit comes down with the rebound for the Cougars. 1:20 to go in the first. Pull-up shot by number 5, Logan Williams, and that was not going to make Coach Zach happy.
The Cougars are just rushing on offense right now. It looks like they're playing with desperation. They need to settle down. They're only down 7-4, and it's only the first quarter.
Cortez pops it inside. Beautiful cutter. Genos to the basket, and they score. That was how you work an offense right there.
Yes, it was. The Cougars just need to stop rushing.
Traveling violation on Dalton Reed.
And he's not happy about it.
Nine to 4. Railroaders have the lead with 34 seconds to go. On the game clock,
Pretty quick quarter.
30 seconds.
Only 3 fouls.
Dudley brings it across, points. Looking for the post, there it is.
About a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
They're running the stall, running that clock down for that last shot. Over to Cortez. Inside. Pull-up shot and a foul. And that's going to send Luca Mosley to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Railroaders.
First shooting foul of the game. Goes against the Cougars. Foul was on Dalton Reed.
No. Hits the front rim, kisses the glass, and hits the front rim and pops out again. Misses them both. Rebound Toms over to Offit. Offit goes crossover. He kicks it back to Toms. Toms shoots from out front. Swish! Right at the buzzer! It's a 2-pointer. He was just inside the arc, and that was Colin Toms to trim the lead to 3. 9-6 at the end of the first. We'll be right back after this break.
Life Chiropractic and Pilates located on Water Street in Thurmont, serving the community since 1993. Center of Life is dedicated to treating the whole you and not just your symptoms. Back pain, neck pain, injury, or you just want is dedicated to treating feel healthier. Dr. John Hageman's innovative approach to whole body health is completely unlike anything you have experienced. With convenient hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and afternoon hours only on Tuesday from 3 to 7:30 p.m. Center of Life is there for you. Center of Life is closed on weekends and Thursdays. Center of Life accepts all major credit cards and uses the honor system so you pay what you can afford. What an amazing difference they will make in you. today. Center of Life. Make an adjustment to your life today. Center of Life is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
All right, we're back live here, and there's the inbound. The Brunswick Railroaders controlling here to start the second quarter. Cutter underneath, reverse hand, no good. Rebound, Cougars. Here comes Offit. He gets help from Toms. Tom goes, kicks it back out to Matthews on the cutter, and he scores.
Nice pass there by Toms. Nice cut there by Matthews.
1 point lead for the Railroaders. They have the ball. Dudley looking for help out front. He gets it. Dudley penetrates, kicks out. Bowie in the corner. He dribbles once. Back out front to Chichimanic. Around the horn to Dudley. Bounce pass underneath to Genos. Knocked away. And it went off the foot of Lucas Mosley, so it's Cougars' ball as Catoctin gets the turnover.
Once again, great team defense.
Offit brings it up. Tom sets the pick. Offit shoots off the pick. It's no good. Right into the hands of the Railroaders. Chichimanic to Bowie. Bowie down the left side. The Railroaders relax now and they reset their offense. Genos, he gets caught in the paint. Gets some help from Mosley. Chichimanic drives. He goes left-hander off the glass. Putback is blocked.
Yeah, that's a shooting foul.
That's going to send Mosley back to the free throw line to shoot two.
That's going to be a shooting foul on Hayden Matthews.
Now keep in mind, Mosley missed both of his free throws the last trip to the line.
Something to keep an eye on, especially late in the game.
And he got the roll on that one. Kind of bounced around there a bit before it decided to drop through.
Well, you'll take him any way you can get him.
Absolutely. Mosley to shoot one. Got them both. Never fails when we comment on free throws. They make them. When we don't, they don't. Tom's out front, top of the key. He goes left. Pulls up, needs help. Gets it. Rook. He penetrates, kicks it back out. Tom. Rook drives. He goes scoop shot, scores, and he's fouled.
Nice little underhand shot, nice little take, being aware of the shot clock.
Driving left, he put up the right-hand scoop shot with a fingertip roll right over the rim. He got the drop, and he got hacked on the arm in the process. That foul's going to go against number 12, Ethan Hauk, his first personal. And he makes the bucket.
You got a tie game.
So Rook gets three the hard way to knot it up at 11 apiece. Hauk out front, rifles it underneath. Knocked away. Oh, beautiful cutter. Bowie scores. They're really hurting Catoctin down in that lane there with that backdoor cutter.
It's ball watching.
Wide open from the corner. Short. Rebound. Railroaders. Here comes Dudley. He rifles it in. Stolen by Toms. Offit goes right. Tom sets the pick and roll. Back out front to Rook, he shoots the three. It's long, Toms get the rebound.
Yeah,
traveling violation on Collin. And Matthews and Collin having a chat. Matthews wanted that ball.
Yeah,
he saw his teammate was trapped underneath.
Yeah, sometimes, the stumble leads to an extra step. It was an unfortunate sequence, but...
Well, we said turnovers would be the difference in this game.
And so far they are.
Both teams are making turnovers. Down on the right side, Bowie. Working around the perimeter again. Dudley pulls in. He shoots on the run. It doesn't go, but he's fouled. Chichamanek will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot two. Ricky, the 5'10" senior guard for the Railroaders. Got it. 14-11 at the 4:45 mark of the first half. Got them both. Full court pressure now by Brunswick. Man coverage. Offit gets a little push in there. He gets trapped. Rifles it across to Toms, who does the runner. It doesn't go. And the Cougars just shooting really cold in this first half.
Oh, they're shooting really cold and they're forcing their shots. I mean, Brunswick's playing really good team defense. The Cougars aren't getting any clean shots.
Stolen by number 4, Benjamin Krause, down the left side to Offit. Offit takes a look. He pulls up. He drives. Kicks it back out to Toms. Rook has it. Rook to Krause, and they reset. Back around the right side. Colin Toms with the ball.
I mean, the Railroaders' defense is just swarming all over the place.
Offit shoots the 3, no good. Rebound Toms, guarded by Hauk. He goes back to the basket, pulls up, shoots off the glass, and it's blocked partially as the Railroaders come up with it. Great defense underneath. So far, they're shutting Colin Toms down inside.
That's just great team defense, you know, great coaching, great prepping. I mean, they knew exactly who they were going to stick on Toms.
Back the other way, the Cougars repay the favor with a block underneath, and they come up with the rebound as Offit. Back to Krause.
I mean, right now, both teams look really great defensively. Neither of them are getting clean shots off.
Underneath to Toms. He turns, pulls up, steps on the line out of bounds, and another turnover by the Cougars.
No, they might have called that a foul.
Oh, yeah, they did. A push. He's saying a push underneath.
We got a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside and be right back. You're listening to the 1A West Regional Quarterfinal Boys Basketball here at Brunswick High School. We'll be back.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated, winner 8 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Hawkins Landscaping is number one, with an array of full landscape site design, lawn maintenance, hardscaping, lighting, drainage, and more. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your landscape from a dream to reality. From the design through construction and into maintenance, Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you are looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your landscape, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, we are back with you here live as the Railroaders bring it down court quickly. Underneath to Hauk. He drives in, tries to shoot, has it blocked, out of bounds, jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Catoctin.
Well, they called it a jump ball.
Yes, they did. Down court. Way outside. Crowd gets on him, another air ball. And the Cougars just, everybody is shooting from outside without working the offense. They're just not working their offense at all.
They're not working their offense. They can't get anything clean inside. I mean, you got to give credit to the Railroaders' defense. They're not allowing them anything clean on the inside. They're all over the place. I mean, it seems like they've had a really good defensive game plan.
Knocked loose, the ball bounces right into the hands of Ethan Genos, and he scores.
That was just an unfortunate break for the Cougars. They were playing really good defense right there. It was just a rolling ball.
17-11, Brunswick on top. 2 minutes to go in the half. Stolen by Cortez. He hits Bowie on the run. Bowie scores.
Might get a no timeout.
Back out front to Offit. Wide open from the corner. Colin Toms drives, and he does the floating runner, and it drops. And we've got a timeout.
Got a Cougar timeout.
30-second timeout.
That was a much-needed basket.
It certainly was. If you just joined us, we're in 141 of the first half. Brunswick leading at 19-13. So far, Brunswick working their offense quite well. Both teams playing great defense, but Catoctin not shooting well from the field and not really trying to work the ball inside.
And that's the difference right there. When Brunswick's been able to work the ball inside, they've been able to take advantage of their opportunities. The Cougars have not.
And the Brunswick works it inside, passing it. The Cougars are trying to dribble inside.
And draw the double. That's what they're trying to do, and it hasn't worked out. Brunswick's done a really good job of sliding.
Brunswick brings it in. Half-court trap press by the Cougars. And they break through. Over to Chichimanic. Bowie. Cortez in the corner. Back out to Bowie. Now shot from inside the arc, and nothing but net as Ethan Genos gets a beautiful 20-foot jumper. Extend the lead out to 8. Straight to the hoop. Colin Toms with the kick out, working around. Nobody wants to shoot, and they don't want to work underneath, so let's see what they can do. Top of the key, Logan Williams. There's a shot from out front. No good. Rebound, Rook. Rook goes left. He's fouled. So Rook will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 now with 50 seconds to go in the half.
Cougars really struggling shooting from the perimeter.
Swish. Rook gets the first free throw to trim the lead to 7. Kraus goes out. Offit comes in from a rest. Rook to shoot 1. Got them both. Railroaders, 50 seconds on the clock as they come down quickly. They hit Rook on the runner. He can't make it go. Rebound, Rook. He brings it down. Hands off to Offit. Offit guarded out front, goes crossover straight to the basket. We got a whistle. Let's see what the call is. Out of bounds, Cougars ball. Outside the Toms, he shoots the 10-footer, no good. Rebound Mosley, they come up quickly now.
And the shot clock is irrelevant now.
Yes, it is, down to 20 seconds. Bowie has the ball. Over to Chichimanic. Genos, Bowie goes baseline, pull up, shot, wraps it in and out. Loose ball, rebound Cortez, he has it blocked. Toms with the outlet, and they don't get the shot away at the buzzer. So the Cougars will take a 15-point game into the dressing room. Brunswick 21 with a 6-point lead. With 10 minutes on the clock, we'll step aside for our halftime break.
And back Calco Service LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont, with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Calco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done, with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Calco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Calco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs. Calco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done in simple, easy to understand solutions. When a plumber's work is done, well, everyone is happy. Remember, a good flush beats a full house every time. Calco Plumbing is the proud words on the radio. At Thurmont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town gas 15 and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thurmont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thurmont Country Kitchen. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
USA News Update. The Treasury Secretary is confronting Russian officials on the now year-long war in Ukraine. Secretary Janet Yellen directly condemned senior Russian officials during a meeting of G20 nations in India. She told Russian officials their continued work for the Kremlin makes them complicit in President Vladimir Putin's atrocities. A cold winter storm is bringing snow to parts of Southern California that haven't seen it in many years.
We considered rescheduling, but then these kids are so excited, so we packed rain ponchos and snow boots and gonna deal with it, I guess.
The higher elevations in the mountains of Los Angeles County are under blizzard warnings. Lawsuits are being filed in Ohio. Law firm Johnson & Johnson recently announced it'll file a class action lawsuit against the railroad on behalf of all the residents within 30 miles of the site of that toxic train derailment. Dave Collins, USA News.
Big news from Newsmax. AT&T's DirecTV censorship of Newsmax continues. AT&T owns DirecTV, and they continue carrying 22 liberal news channels, but they just canceled Newsmax. With OAN gone, that's 2 conservative channels AT&T has removed in the past year. Newsmax is the 4th highest rated cable news channel, with great hosts like Greg Kelly, Chris Salcedo, Rob Schmidt, Mike Huckabee, and more. Now, millions of DirecTV subscribers can't watch them on Newsmax. Rand Paul, Mike Huckabee, and former President Trump urge you to cancel DirecTV and AT&T services. Stand up for free speech. Call AT&T and DirecTV now. Call toll-free 877-NEWSMAX and we'll connect you to DirecTV. If you oppose censorship and support Newsmax, you can also call 877-NEWSMAX. We'll tell you how you can help. Dr. Ben Carson says our freedoms are at stake. He says stand up against AT&T for Newsmax. Call 877-NEWSMAX today.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken says the Ukrainian people remains unbroken as Russia's invasion hits the 1 year. Addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Blinken called out Russia for its full-scale invasion, saying the Kremlin has violated international law by killing tens of thousands of Ukrainians and displacing millions more. He said the world can never let the crimes Russia is committing become the new normal, and added the world must push for just and durable peace. Lawmakers are being asked to move the date of the 2024 primary election because it coincides with the beginning of Passover. Officials have requested the change, saying Jewish community members observing the holiday on April 23rd of that year would not be able to vote that day. Changing the date would require approval of the General Assembly. Jobless claims have fallen in Maryland. The Labor Department reports approximately 1,600 residents sought unemployment benefits in the week ending February 18th. That is down from more than 1,800 the week before. Nationally, initial claims fell by about 3,000 to 192,000. With your update, I'm Tori Gates.
Here's your local news for the Cool Oldies 1450 listening area. Apparently, President Biden heard about Thermont's water supply contamination problems and is worried his hideaway presidential retreat might be the source of the contaminants. It was reported by the U.S. Navy, who runs Camp David, the historic presidential retreat in the Catoctin Mountains a little over 8 miles west of Thermont, that they too will be testing the water for, quote, forever chemicals, unquote. The concern that caused the camp to begin testing its wells is the use of PFAs at the facility, which sits atop spring water sources that feed the water supplied to the town of Thermont. The Navy wants to eliminate the Camp David facility as a source of contamination. The Navy sent letters out to affected property owners and tenants, notifying them that the Navy will test their water supplies too at no charge. Keep it tuned right here for late-breaking news, weather, and traffic on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
I performed for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically they help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this important message.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thermont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll have a 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tune you into shape. And when you're away from the Thermont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime. With Anytime Fitness.
This is Gary Bauer, Washington, D.C. with your end of day report sponsored by American Values. Today's President's Day, when we honor the birthdays of our first and 16th presidents, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Most Americans know that Washington guided our young nation to its birth, and Lincoln guided us through our greatest crisis, the Civil War. Sadly, many Americans are ignorant of the role religious faith played in these men's lives and leadership. Both Washington and Lincoln knew the Holy Bible well and believed that America's liberty depended on our faithfulness to God's will. When Washington resigned from the military after the Revolutionary War, he commended, quote, our dearest country to the protection of Almighty God. As president, he made regular references to God and divine providence. Lincoln looked to God after the tragic deaths of two of his sons, and during the horrors of the Civil War, he saw the hand of a justice-seeking God intervening in the Civil War, regarding it as divine retribution for the national sin of slavery. Today, the faith of Washington and Lincoln is increasingly rejected by average Americans. What happens if our country, whose founders understood that God is the source of our liberty, reaches the point where a majority of citizens no longer believe in God? This isn't hypothetical. It's a very real question at a time when more and more people reject the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Jesus. It seems to me that if that happens, even if no foreign enemy invades us, this experiment in ordered liberty will fail. If a majority of citizens no longer believe that liberty is a gift from God, America will be finished. All the more reason to praise these two great men and the faith that sustained them, and to teach your children to love them in their memory. This is Gary Bauer signing off from Washington, D.C. To support our work at American Values, visit GaryBauer.com.
All right. We are back live here at courtside, Brunswick High School, home of the Railroaders, where they enjoy a 6-point lead, 21-15 over the Catoctin Cougars, as we begin the third period of action here tonight. Playoff basketball, 1A West Regional quarterfinal, high school boys basketball at its finest. 8 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to roll. So what do you think Coach Zach said to the Cougars in the dressing room?
Stop trying to play hero ball. Stop trying to drive to the paint all the time. Work the ball around. Start trying to get open.
All right, here we go. Ball's in. Dudley brings it across midcourt. Down on the right side. Cougars in a 1-3-1 zone. In the corner, Hauk back out. They work it around that perimeter. Brunswick with great ball movement around the perimeter all game. Trying to draw that zone out. Shot at the buzzer does not go. Loose ball in the air. Kraus comes up with it for the Cougars.
Good team defense there by the Cougars.
Offit sees his seam. He rifles it into Matthews underneath. He shoots and misses. Loose ball up in the air. Railroaders have it. Down the left side, Bowie. Bowie out front to Chichmanek. Shot by Bowie. It's short. Up in the air. Collins tries to get it, but he can't. He loses it. Dudley kicks it underneath, and Matthews breaks up the cutter with some good inside defense. Out of bounds, Railroaders ball as Bowie will inbound.
I mean, the Cougars have played relatively well defensively. They've done a pretty good job of shutting down passing lanes, making Brunswick really have to earn their baskets. The Cougars just need to shoot it better on offense.
Lob inside to Toms. High post. He drives. Pulls the double team. Wide open underneath. Rook scores. And that's the way you do it right there.
Absolutely.
If you've got two guys on you, that means somebody's open somewhere.
Yep, you draw the double, yep. And they did it by working it inside.
Oh! A big solid reject by Colin Toms. Underneath. And right back the other way with the fingertip roll by Genos. And a seesaw battle here in the third. Matthews brings it up. Down the right side. Offit goes hard. Pivots in the lane. Kraus loses the handle.
Oh, they got lucky right there.
Indeed. Got a foul on the arm against one of the Railroaders. Going to go against Dudley, his first personal.
Because that looked like an ugly possession there for the Cougars. They got so lucky Brunswick reached in there.
Lobbed out front to Offit. Over to Kraus. He looks. Backdoor pick. Matthews in the lane. He's fouled. Hayden will shoot two. So they got Matthews in the cutter mid-lane. He pivoted, went up for the shot, and got hacked right on the hand. That one goes against Chichmanek, his first. Matthews got it.
Hayden Matthews cool from the free throw line, not letting the Brunswick student section bother him.
One of the Catoctin football quarterbacks. He got them both.
And I believe he is also a lacrosse player too.
Chichmanek in the corner. Genos playing guard out front. Straight to the hoop. Rook in and out. Rebound Matthews. Over to Kraus. Kraus brings it up. They load the right side. And now Offit goes to the hoop. Kick out. Shot from the top of the key. Rook way off on that one. As you can hear the crowd getting on it. Rook comes back the other way and rebounds the missed shot by the Railroaders as he brings it up.
I don't think the Cougars have made a three yet today.
Kraus looking for help. 5-second violation about to be called.
Timeout.
Coach Zach calls a timeout to prevent the turnover.
That's a good timeout.
30-second timeout on the floor with the Railroaders leading at 23-19. Cougars have trimmed that lead to 4 now at the 4:48 mark of the third. As we take a look at the brackets for the state, for these two teams, the winner of this game today will go on to face Clear Spring at Clear Spring, and that'll be next Tuesday.
Is Clear Spring the number 1 seed?
The number 2 seed.
Number 2 seed.
Number 1 seed is Smithsburg in the Region 2, 1A West. Now we're going to head back to Catoctin on Monday for the girls' game. The girls, Catoctin Lady Cougars, will play either
Clear Spring or Brunswick.
That's correct.
And the Lady Cougars are looking to make another run to the state title, and they'll try to win it this year. Last year they lost. A bit of a heartbreaker to Pikesville.
All right, here we go. The inbound by Tom into Offit. Offit off the Rook screen. He stumbles, goes with the left-hander, scores. Good body control by Offit to stay on his feet as he got tripped a little bit up. Inside shot from 5 foot, short. Rebound Toms.
Having Thompson there to get those rebounds, that's not what they had last time they played.
Cougars have the ball down by 2. Offit drives, can't get it to go, but he gets the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Matt will shoot 2. That one goes on number 42, Ethan Genos, his second personal of the game, with 3 team fouls now on the Railroaders. Offit misses the front end. Got the second one.
Cougars back to within 1.
Bowie. Over to Hauk. Broken up underneath by Offit. Matthews comes up with it. Hands off of Offit. He brings it up front. Looking, pivots, looking underneath. Nothing there. Lobs inside to Matthews. Matthews loses the handle. Has it stolen. Here comes Chichmanic. Chichmanic down the left side to Bowie. Bowie drives, and then there's a whistle.
Looks like a reach in on Catoctin.
Got him on the arm. That one's going to go against Offit. His second personal. Railroaders will inbound in their own half court. Wide open underneath on the inbound. Number 34, Luca Mosley with the bucket.
Brunswick's been killing them with those all game.
Dalton Reed loses the ball. Here comes Chichmanic. He's blocked by Offit. Offit has to take one for the team to prevent the fast break. That's 3 on Matthew. It'll send Ricky C to the line to shoot 2.
A little surprised they called that a shooting foul. It didn't look like he was in a shooting motion.
Yeah, he was headed that way. And he gets the roll and makes the first free throw. Chichmanic shooting 45% from the free throw line this season. That one's in and out. Oh, Root gets the rebound. Putback is good. Ethan Genos with the putback.
It seems to me like whenever the Cougars have made it close or even tied it, the Railroaders have just pulled away.
Wide open underneath and shot. Good body control. Can't make the bucket. Dalton Reed inside. Kick out, Bowie. He shoots the three. It's good!
It was a
Bowie
two.
with the three.
It was a two. He was inside the line.
All right. He was just inside the line then. Timeout, Cougars. Coach Zach wants to take a look at that. Slow it down a bit and talk to his teams. What was a 1-point lead just a minute or two ago is now an 8-point lead as the Railroaders just pouring on the steam, the locomotive steam on that train.
I mean, they did something similar earlier when the Cougars tied the game at 11. Brunswick pulled away. Whenever the Cougars seem to get right back in the game, Brunswick pulls it right back.
Well, it all started with that inbound. The inbound on the score, the quick steal, back the other way. They get the layup on the fast break transition, and then the three-pointer by Bowie. And there you have it, 8 points. Cougars ball, they inbound.
Basketball is definitely a game of runs, or it can be.
Rook brings it across midcourt. Over to Williams. Shot from the corner, no good. Tipped up in the air, putback is good. Robert Rook with the putback.
Well, that was a big shot, but the Cougars still have yet to make a three in this game.
Well, the good part about that possession was they had good box out on the offensive boards in there. Shot from three-point land, short rebound, Williams. Williams slows it down.
Well, neither team has done a very good job shooting the three ball today.
Straight to the hoop and a reach-in foul. That's going to go against Luca Mosley. It's on the floor. Mosley's first personal. That's the fourth team foul on the Railroaders.
I mean, I suppose we could say the Cougars have done a good job of getting the Railroaders in a bit of foul trouble in this half.
Rook saw the crease, ran for the opening, just had it tipped away as he went up, and he loses it out of bounds. It's Railroaders ball.
Sounded like the Brunswick students were chanting Butterfingers.
Yeah. Working around the perimeter. Now Chichmanic clears out, pulls up and shoots in the lane. It's good. So the isolation as Ricky takes it to the basket, draws the triple team, but he still knocks it down from 15 feet. Rook with the runner, no good. Gets his own rebound, steps on the line. Railroaders ball.
Catocton's field goal percentage. Catocton's field goal percentage has got to be under 20. I mean, they have not shot the ball very well at all today.
Back into the game comes Offit and Hayden Matthews after a rest. Bowie looks underneath. Back across to Chichmanic. He has it knocked away. It's into the backcourt. There's a scramble for it. Railroaders come up with it. Chichmanic to Dudley. Back to Chichmanic. No look off of Genos. Runner is knocked away by the Cougars. Kick out. Bowie shoots the three at the buzzer. No good.
But they still get the rebound.
Oh, Ethan Houck with the rebound on the boards and the putback for the score. We've got a whistle and a foul on the Railroaders. 10-point lead now for Brunswick with 54 seconds to go in the third. 34-24.
It was 23-22 not too long ago. Brunswick on an 11-2 run.
11-2 run it is. The pick and roll. The shot is blocked on that going up in the air. There's a scramble for it. Cougars have it. Over to Offit. He comes out with it in one piece. Big rugby scrum in the middle of the floor there. Straight to the hoop. Williams. He has his shot blocked.
Got a foul on
and now
Williams.
a foul. That one's that's a frustration foul on Dalton Reed.
Oh, coach is not happy about that one. Might have gotten a technical.
And now a technical foul on Coach Zach.
He needs to calm down.
No, I think he might wake up his team with this because that was indeed a foul underneath.
It was.
He was fouled in the act of shooting, but it was a no call. And Coach Zach took exception with that, and the referee took exception with his exception by teeing him up. Bowie to shoot the technical. Got it. Bowie to shoot the second of the two-shot technical. And he misses the second one. Now Brunswick will get the ball out of bounds. 24 seconds to go. Shot clock is off as Cortez steps out.
And if they're smart, they just hold for one. They have no reason to hurry.
Bowie drifts left. Bounce pass to Harsh is in the game now. Cortez fakes and drives baseline. Kicks it underneath the house. Back out front. Bowie shoots the three. It's good. Garrett Bowie has got his third three of the night at the buzzer to give it biggest lead of the game for the Railroaders. 14-point lead, 38-24 at the end of the third. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Where do you get your real information? Delays and cancellations. At 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick on the PC, or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
All right, we are back live at courtside. There's 8 minutes on the clock, separating one of these two teams from moving ahead to Clear Spring next week. The other one's season ends right here on the floor tonight. Railroaders with a big lead now.
Well, Catoctin's going to need to have the quarter of their life.
Toms, he turns and he's fouled. And that's going to go on Genos. I believe that's going to be 3 on him. It's on the floor, so Cougars will inbound. Matthew Offit to Rook. Rook drives, goes up for the right-hand runner. No good, loose ball. Genos with the rebound.
The Railroaders have made it very difficult for the Cougars to get clean shots all game.
Hauk underneath, guarded by Toms, knocked out of bounds. Into the game comes Ricky C. Cortez gives him a good rest off the bench. Got the cutter again, he can't convert. Chichmanek with the right hand fingertip roll. It doesn't go as Kraus kicks it out. Shot from outside by Rook, no good. The three-pointer missed. 0 for 4 tonight from three-point land for Robert Rook.
And the Cougars still haven't made a 3 tonight.
Rook almost strips it away. He does! Stolen by Robert Rook, and then he pushes off offensive foul. He stuck that hand out there and pushed the defender away. Second personal on Rook. 5 team fouls on the Cougars. Dudley brings it up. Bowie, cutter in the lane. Loses the ball to the Cougars. Kraus down the left side, Offit, crossover. He goes up, kicks it out to Toms. Toms looking. He bounces in, draws the double team, wide open. Offit shoots, no good. Rebound Chichmanik. He brings it down the left side. We've got timeout Brunswick. It's a full timeout, so we'll be right back.
This would be a busy time of year, running around getting ready for company, visiting friends, or spending time enjoying family. We are all too familiar with a growing list of errands that need our attention. Gary the barber knows how busy life can get, and so he makes sure that your convenience and a great haircut are first on his list. Call Gary the barber today. Gary the barber has hours to accommodate any busy schedule. 301-305-7895.
Hey everyone, Gary the barber is open for business. Just call 301-305-7895. Get a great haircut today.
All right, we are back live. Some exciting acrobatics by the Brunswick Railroaders cheerleaders here at courtside during halftime. There's the inbound. Dudley, top of the key. Chichmanik inside to Bowie. Kick out to Hauk. 2-3 zone now by the Cougars. Bowie, baseline drive, pull up, shot on the run, blocked, no good, rebound. We've got a timeout, and we've got an offensive foul.
No, it's a violation. We had a violation.
Shot clock. Shot clock.
Shot clock or lane violation, I'm not sure.
Okay. Cougars with the ball. Kraus brings it over. 5-second violation on Benjamin Kraus because he keeps guarded hard by Dudley. The Cougars make a turnover.
It's been a rather tough day for their offense.
Bowie into Dudley. He brings it up. 38-24, Brunswick at the 5:38 mark of this game. Bowie out front, down around the left side. Oh my, Ethan Janos is having the game of his life here tonight. He dribbles twice and then goes up with a right hook shot, and it rolls right in. Rook, he comes back, he shoots the runner, it's good. Robert draws the foul, he'll go to the free throw line.
And now the Cougars are officially in the bonus, although this is a shooting foul anyway, so.
Rook to shoot one. Got it.
Timeout Cougars.
40-27. And Coach Zach wants to get his team settled.
So obviously with the Cougars knowing that they have the bonuses, they're going to play a lot more aggressive on offense.
And you know, playing aggressive is not what they need to do here. What they need to do is play focused. There's a difference, and they've been playing aggressively. Actually, they've been playing unfocused game.
They have
aggressive but unfocused. What they really need to do is just to buckle down, focus, and let the game slow down for them. Right now, the game is too fast for them.
Exactly.
So.
And look, down by 13 with over 5 minutes left, there's plenty of time. This is the game to run.
Yeah. Hey, we saw Brunswick make, what, a 12-point run in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was an 11-point run. Yeah, it was 20.
Right, 11-2. It was 11-2 run.
11-2 run, yeah, because it was 23-22.
Right. All right, Railroaders ball. Pressure. Full court pressure now. Railroaders break the trap. Straight to the basket. Shot and a score by Chichmanek. He hits the deck hard. Takes one for the team. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. Foul on number 22, Patrick Moreland. Patrick now in the game, his first minutes. Misses it.
Big
Rebound
there.
Genos. Stripped away by Toms. Offit comes up with it down the right side. Offit, he goes hot to the basket. Has it stolen away. Scramble on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow to Railroaders. Patrick Moreland in the game now. The junior. 6'1" forward for the Catoctin Cougars. So I wrote an article about him in the Catoctin Banner, which will be out in March. I invite you to read it. Underneath, shot is blocked. Loose ball, Railroaders have it. Dudley down in the corner to Bowie. Back out to Dudley, around the Chichmanek. He drives, has it ripped. Now Dudley shoots from out front, the putback is good. Again, Ethan Genos underneath, camped out all game long on the offensive and defensive boards as Robert Rook loses the handle at the half court and a turnover by Catoctin. And this one's getting out of hand.
Yeah, it is.
Brunswick running a stall now. Baseline, Houck with the roll. Doesn't get it, but he will draw the foul as Ethan will shoot two.
Brunswick this whole entire game picked up right where they left off in the fourth quarter the last time these two teams played.
Clearly Brunswick playing more intensely and more focused throughout. Houck makes the first one.
And I also seem to remember from that first game, the Cougars had a very good game, at least for the first three quarters, a very good game shooting the ball. They made a lot of threes that day.
Watkins and Reed into the game for Catoctin. As Houck gets them both. Into Offit.
Right now, I think Coach is just giving a lot of bench players playing time.
So foul
to the line.
That's going to go on Chichmanek. And that's going to shoot 1 and 1. We're in bonus now as Matthew Offit steps up. That's Ricky C's third. In and out. Loose ball tipped away. Bowie comes up with it. Bowie drives hard down the left side. Rifles it down court to Chichmanek. Spin move to the hoop. He's fouled. Again on the deck. Ricky C walks to the free throw line to shoot two.
I mean, I know this is basketball and not football, but I'd say Ricky C is taking kind of a beating today.
Too hard off the back.
He may be icing some bruises tonight.
Chichmanek to shoot one. No. Rebound Cougars. Reed brings it up. Down on the right side to Offit. Offit to Williams. Williams shoots the runner. No good. Rebound Railroaders.
Yeah, right now it seems apparent that the Railroaders are just going to try to kill as much clock as they can.
Down to 20 seconds. Wide open inside. Stuffed. Robert Rook comes across from the backside of the defense closes quickly and blocks the shot.
I mean, that's an example of not giving up, playing till the whistle blows. You coach that every day.
16 seconds on the shot clock. Into Genos. Genos to Hauk. Hauk back over to Chichmanek. He points. Genos fakes, turns, shoots on the run. It's no good. Rebound Cougars. Offit has it stolen by Chichmanek. He scores. No, it topped out. It popped out as Rook comes up with it. Robert goes to the hoop. He does the roller, and it gets it, and Robert draws the foul. That's going to go on number 42, Genos, and that's his fourth.
As tough a night as it's been for the Cougars, Robert has done his absolute best. Robert's easily been their best player on the court tonight.
Swish. Into Bowie. He brings it up hard down the court all the way. Then he backs out to Chichmanek into half-court corner. Now Bowie hands off and trades places with him. Drives off the pick into the paint. No look. Dish blocked by the Cougars. Here comes Offit. He's got a 2-on-2. He goes back. Logan Williams makes it.
And I think that was Robert on the block. Again, Robert not quitting, Robert not giving up, playing till the final whistle.
2 minutes to go in the game. As Dudley draws the foul, that's the second one on Watkins. It'll send Jackson to the free throw line to shoot two.
Based on Watkins' body language, that might have been a frustration foul.
Gets the roll. 47-32. Brunswick by 15.
Both teams at 9 fouls.
Dudley to shoot one. Didn't get it. Rebound Rook. Rook. He goes straight to the basket and a reach-in foul. That's going to go on Bowie.
So Rook is going to shoot two.
Wait, I'm not sure. No, it's on Hauk. His fourth.
Yeah, it'll be 2 shots.
Double bonus. Got it. Missed the second one. Ball up in the air, tipped away. Off of the Cougars, it'll be Railroaders' ball. Bowie. Back over to Dudley. Dudley, he brings it across midcourt. Then he holds up. Dudley drives, goes all the way, and we've got a travel violation on Dudley. Cougars ball. Minute 37 to go. Into Logan Williams. He shoots the three. No good. Rebound Hauk. Hauk to Cortez. Cortez brings it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Bowie. Bowie slows it down. Hauk on the right wing. He goes baseline. Has it reach in from behind. Rook knocks it away. Out of bounds. Brunswick ball. Rook guarding hard, and finally he gets the whistle.
I don't like that call. That, I'm not a big fan of.
It's going to be a 2-shot bonus for Hauk.
I'm not a big fan of that call.
I understand. Got it. That's the third on Rook as he comes out. Watkins and Reed come out. Into the game now, Bradley Henry, the crowd, you heard him chanting Bradley, his first minutes off the bench. Loose ball rebound, number 12, William Smith, now in the game for Catoctin. And he palms the ball right at midcourt.
Yeah, I bet Brunswick's going to try to force the ball to Bradley. I can guarantee if Bradley scores, they're going to go nuts.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
Into Dudley.
They're going to do whatever they can. They're going to do whatever it takes to get the ball to Bradley.
Off the double screen, straight to the hoop. Dudley scores, and he's fouled. 49 seconds to go. 50-33, Brunswick. Jackson to shoot one. Into the game now comes Charlie Lawrence, the big kid, 6'3" junior forward. As Coach Brown gets all of his players into the game. Cougars ball. Williams brings it up. He goes hot. The runner off the glass is good.
That was a nice shot. There's Bradley. And he held the ball for about a second.
Bradley has the ball, rifles it inside. Spinning shot, blocked. Rebound, Cougars. Here comes Logan Williams. He goes to the basket, fouled from behind.
That's going to be 2 shots.
By Bradley Henry, reached in and grabbed him around the waist. Swish. Logan Williams makes the first one.
As tough a night as it's been for their field goal shooting, Catoctin's done pretty well at the free throw line.
Rebound Krause on the missed free throw. The Cougars get a fresh set. Pull-up shot. Number 12 off the glass, no good. William Smith with his first trigger of the game. It doesn't drop.
So let's see, is Bradley just going to hold it or is he going to shoot it?
Just going to hold it, let it run out.
Yeah, they want him to shoot it.
That's it. The Brunswick Railroaders 51, the Catoctin Cougars 36. Brunswick will move on to Clear Spring next Tuesday. Catoctin season ends right here today, and a great one it was. We'll step aside for our last break and be right back.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and so, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. High school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I'll model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Maryland did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, we are back. Post-game wrap-up here for the Boys 1A West Regions quarterfinal. The Brunswick Railroaders 51, the Cougars 36, and really player of the game, no doubt about it, Ethan Genos.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was down there in the paint all game long. He was a great rebounder, especially on the missed free throws. He'd get the ball, he'd put it right back up, and also he was good cutting when they were inbounding down under the basket.
Yes.
Probably scored most of his points that way.
Absolutely. So the Brunswick Railroaders will move on to face the Brunswick is, let's see, what seed is Brunswick in this? Let me take a peek at that. Brunswick has the number 3 seed, so they'll play the number 2 seed, Clear Spring, at Clear Spring next Tuesday, the 28th. We want to remind our listeners we will travel back to Catoctin next Monday for a 6:30 p.m. tip-off at Catoctin High School, where the Lady Cougars will face the game that's about to take place here at Brunswick, the second of a doubleheader, Brunswick against Clear Spring here, and the winner of that game will travel to Catoctin next Monday to play the Cougars.
Oh, I had no idea this was a doubleheader.
Yeah, that's why we started at 5:30. That's why the early start. The girls will be out in just a few minutes. And I like that because a lot of times when the girls play away and the guys play at home, it dilutes the fan base. So
right.
This gives Brunswick an opportunity to bring everybody out for both games and both teams, because in basketball, everybody goes to the playoffs.
That is true.
All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler, great to have you back in the booth with me. Did a great job tonight. I want to remind you, in our audio vault, this game is archived and available for your view, as all our games will be. We'll be back next Monday for some more exciting playoff high school basketball right here on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
Can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.